Yeah, my phone ding ding, that's another load.
What's good, baby? We thought this was over with? No. Well, by the time you see this, it's gonna be what, Monday? Because today Friday. Because you know it's time for that Friday pickup, Monday drop off. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I sat there and I thought, I went a little bit in last week, so should I just chill? I think I'm gonna chill No, I'm not chilling at the house. I got to go get the bags. And so we secured the bags. So I just like, hey, let me go ahead and go get it. Now I'm at the facility. I'm waiting to get loaded. I'm watching all the other trucks get loaded. Because it's a bunch of 18-wheelers. And there was people in there mad. I seen some mad people like, I've been in since 11:30. And I'm like, I get it. Your boy, me, y'all know how I get down. I just got here. They marked urgent on my paperwork, so we'll see how fast I get it. I'm going to let you know. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you sit with me while I wait. But in my mind, you know how I think. I'm not in no rush. What happens is going to happen. Because God might be holding me up. I might get it too fast and something happen up the road. I need to be patient. We talked about that virtue. And just wait and see what he got for your boy. So we're going to sit here and wait. And I said, let's knock out a couple things. I can go and get the intro to the video out the way. I'm replying to comments in the community. I'm catching up on comments on YouTube. We're just doing a lot of multitasking. So we're knocking this one out because we are in Houston. That's the Friday pickup. And we going to Venice, Louisiana. Yeah, down there by New Orleans. 422 miles from where I'm at. Don't worry, we're going to knock it out when we pick it up in the middle of the night on Sunday. So just sit back. Y'all chill. For y'all, it's going to be a couple seconds just like that. For me, it's going to be the rest of this weekend. And I'm going to pick you up Sunday night when we leave out in the middle of the night for a little bit of that night riding after the live. We're going to go live, and then after the live, boy, going to chill and relax. And then I'm going to pick y'all back up for a little bit of that night riding. Don't worry, I got you. So, yeah, I'm going to sit here and chill out for a little bit longer. And I'm going to pick y'all up when it's time to get rolling to Venice, Louisiana, 422 miles. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, and we gonna get it done. Don't worry, I'm gonna tap back in with you.
I don't waste time, I don't hesitate. Chasing paydays, I know God created. Hustle clean, hustle real, never cut no corners.
Appreciate it, boss man. Have a Alright, baby. It's time. It's time to get busy, baby. You already know what time it is. That night riding. We about to get it in. It's gonna be a fun, eventful day. Had a little sprinkles pass by already, but from here on out, it should be cool sailings. No rain in the forecast on the way down there. Because we got to get to Venice, Louisiana. For those that don't know, Venice, Louisiana is down there below New Orleans. So, I know some of the fam be like, they don't like that riding down there by that water. We got to get in and out, fam. So, especially, we're leaving right now. Hopefully it don't get too crazy in that New Orleans traffic as we passing through. So let's go and get up that road. Don't worry, you're going to ride with your boy. And for those that ain't seen it before, when we get down there, I'm going to get a lot more footage of that Venice area because we're going. Because it's going to be, yeah, you'll see it when I get to rolling. So don't worry, sit back, lock in. Because it's time to get up that road, fam. Don't worry, I'll tap back in with you. Let's get to moving.
When I feel tired, I remind myself quick. It's not luck, it's discipline mixed with grit. I'm on that money route, stacking up my wins, turn miles into paper. Do it all again, where I'm headed, only up, only through. Motivation in my pocket, faith in my shoes. On that money route, stacking up my wins, turn miles into paper. Do it all again, where I'm headed, only up, only through. Motivation in my pocket, faith in my shoes. On that money route, hustle out. Bank account shop, cover count on that money route. Hustle out, bank account shop, cover count on that money. Overnight grind, sunrise grind. You gotta have heart, you gotta have clear mind. Some days slow, but the bills don't care. So I keep pushing with a warrior stare. Invest in my gear, invest in my brand. I'm building something bigger than a van. Our wealth ain't just money, it's habits, it's peace. It's knowing how to grow what God increased. No shortcuts, just truth and cloud. Stacking up my wins, turn miles into paper. Do it all again, where I'm headed, only up, only through. Motivation in my pocket, faith in my shoes. On that money route, stacking up my wins, turn miles into paper. Do it all again, where I'm headed, only up, only through. Motivation in my pocket, faith in my shoes. On that money route, hustle out, bank account shout, bank account on that money route. Hustle out, Bank account shout, bank account on that money, bro. On that money, bro. On that money, bro. Yeah, my phone ding ding, that's another load. I lace my boots and hit the road. I don't waste time, I don't hesitate. Chasing paydays, I know God create. Hustle clean, hustle real, never cut no corners. Business booming from the city to the borders. When I feel tired, I remind myself quick. It's not luck, it's discipline mixed with grit. I'm on that money route, stacking up my wins, turn miles into paper. Do it all again, where I'm headed, only up, only through. Motivation in my pocket, faith in my shoes. On that money route, stacking up my wins, turn miles into paper. Do it all again, where I'm headed, only up, only through. Motivation in my pocket, faith in my shoes. On that money route, hustle out.
All right, fam. The load finito. I'm sorry, it took me a minute to finish the video out because your boy, been moving. Let's get the logistics out the way. Picked up in Houston, 422 miles to Venice, Louisiana. They paid your boy the $1.42 a mile, 600, the 600, and it's finito. And then when I got up out of there, because the phone was dead, not dead, I didn't have a signal. And I was like, I got to get up there with the signal. So when I started driving, thinking I could, one of my things that I do, because we told you, overthinking and all that, I stick with a system. I drop, I get off, I go to my sit spot. I always know the sit spot where I'm going to on the way in. I spot it. And I go back and I sit there. Well, as I got to the sit spot, I didn't get to stop because I was on the phone and I thought I had a load. But I didn't have a load because they didn't want to give me the money I wanted to get. And I don't just be doing nothing for no reason. It was going back to a good location, but they just didn't want to pay your boy. So I kept moving. Before I knew it, I was up out that thing and out of Baton Rouge. And then all of a sudden, I finally found the load. But we'll talk about that next video. That's the next load that I picked up. And so by that time, I just kept on going, got to the house, went to the house, and because I had to get up and get to doing it again tonight. That was that night load. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that next load. That's the next video. For this video, I figured, hey, your boy BG, we talking about systems. We know we talked about strategy. We're gonna be talking about systems now. And I was like, hey, it's been a while since your boy gave a tip. I ain't gonna hold you up too long because I know we got a lot of stuff to do. So quick tip: when you're doing your research, when you're trying to figure out your niche. And we're going to talk about that niche thing because I'm starting to see a little confusion with the niche when we talk about like dispatchers, brokers, courier companies, finding the loads yourself. We're going to talk about that niche thing, probably the next video or two, one of them. But yeah, when you're doing your research on your niche, one of the things that you should take into account when you're looking at the different things in your area, look at those border and state, the border and state relationships. Like for example, Texas. Look, what does that relationship look like for Texas to Louisiana? What does that relationship look like for Texas to Oklahoma, Texas to Arkansas? I know y'all probably like Arkansas. Yeah, it's the Arklatex for a reason because Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas, they all touch. But look at your border and state. And some of y'all, depending on where you stay at, especially in the circle, you might have border and states all the way around you. Because those border and state relationships, when you figure out who they are, they normally ship stuff back and forth on a regular basis. Because if you notice, on some of the loads your boy get, I normally can get loads that keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And you're like, why you keep doing that? That's one of the ways I build my direct brokers. Because direct brokers, I throw another tip in there. Look up where these companies are located at. Like one of the TQL offices is in Dallas. There's a couple of offices up in Chicago. I'm not going to tell you because I want you to do some research. There's a couple of offices up in Chicago for some brokerage companies. There's some in St. Louis. Those are how you start to notice which, because normally brokers are based off a region. Yes, they got clients in other states that's outside their region, but they build those relationships with those neighboring states. So when you start looking at how to build your system, start looking who those brokers are. Which ones you got in your state. All brokers ain't in every state. They got loads out of there, but what's their home bases? Some of them have multiple bases in multiple states. But when you find out who those are, then you'll start to notice who those neighboring states are that they deal with and build those relationships, because customers and customer is we talked about it, B2B. A lot of these companies are B2B, and so they send stuff back and forth. Like a client might be in Louisiana that always orders from Texas, but they can also be in Louisiana and order from Alabama. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So that's one of y'all tips. Do your research. Find out what brokerage companies are in your area. And when you start walking around and networking and knocking on doors, sending out emails, finding those companies you're trying to get direct contracts with, they normally work with neighboring states. Figure out who they are. That's y'all research. I said that's just the tip. That's just the tip I'm trying to give you, because I want you to start building these systems. And in order to build systems, you got to know who already got systems going that you can become a part of. That's how. Show me your network. Show me your network. I'll show you your network. That's how you do it. That's one of the ways. There's multiple ways to do it. So I just want to get you started. That's your tip. Go find out them relationships with them neighboring states. Find out who them brokers is. But for your boy, we already got another load, and I'm moving on up the road. So I ain't gonna hold you up here, because I'm just gonna make the other video into that video another time. But that's the end of this video. So yeah, y'all be safe. Your boy about to get up this road. I'm already wasting time, but y'all worth my time. Don't worry, you worth my time. I ain't gonna say y'all wasting it, but I got to get back to moving. So yeah, y'all be good. Y'all stay safe, and as always, until the next video, y'all stay blessed.
Have a count on that money, bro.